Welcome, Libra. Thank you so much for having me for your November Psychic Wheel. Just focus in here for Libra for your Psychic Zodiac Wheel reading. Invite Spirit, Divine and Angels to join me to share any of these messages with Libra for Librans' highest good and for the good of all concerned. Thank you. Eight of Pentacles there, Libra. Oh, I just got to turn that around. Sorry. Excuse me. Eight of Pentacles, and it's reversed. So this is letting you know that you can start over. Okay, so if you've been going through any struggles or feeling like you know, you haven't got the motivation for something, this is letting you know that there is a starting over in the area of your physical body, self-image, freedom of expression, that area. Okay, how you present yourself to the world and how the world sees you. Oh, I'm just going to get some air in here. Okay, Two of Pentacles is the next card up. So there's a bit of juggling being needed. Juggling the different demands of life. More going out than coming in. It's a sign of, especially in one of the money houses, and how you earn your money. So you do have to roll up your sleeves and get on with it. It's saying Judgment. That's a big card there in the Major Arcana card in the area of communication. Oh, Kobe. Siblings, transport, neighbourhood. So there's some sort of judgment being made, whether it's on you or by you. But it's also a message of redemption and forgiveness and growth and transformation on your continuous cycle of change. And there may be someone that you're actually needing to clean the slate with or make a fresh start. So, you know, forgive yourself and anyone that has hurt you is one of the strongest message from the Judgment card. And let go of any sort of nagging emotional issues. Okay, and forgiveness is a way of really, you know, getting that healing process going. So you're either forgiving someone, you're being very forgiving, or they're forgiving you. But that's a really nice sign there that, you know, there's going to be an acknowledgement of forgiveness at some level. Now the Fool here is reversed. So that lets you know to be cautious, and or you may not be ready to take that leap of faith just yet. So you're just being a bit cautious in connection with home, family, land, property, heritage. Lots of major arcana coming out for you. Even if they are reversed, it's still a sign for you that, you know, in the next 30 days some big events are taking place for you. And with this one, you have Temperance reversed, and it is about meeting deadlines, and there's a strong emphasis too here throughout November with the Neptune energy. I feel comes through very strongly for November of, you know, any white lies or any kind of fibs that may have been covered up, or you may have been suspicious that there was something not right there. It will be revealed to you here through November. So this is in the area of matters of the heart. It's your fun area of your wheel, where you find your joy, children. Could be connected with hobbies. Four of Wands in your work area. I like that. I like the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is actually a sign of good luck when it presents itself. So there's some stability there, and it's to do with work colleagues, the workplace, your health, diet, pets. So there's a sense of contentment involved with that area. So this month might have you feeling more content at work. Your pets are bringing you that much needed contentment and some joy. So you are coming through here, Librans, as feeling quite grateful for where you are at this time. Satisfaction is definitely being shown there. So keep up that good work if you've been, you know, revamping your diet or your health regime. Queen of Swords in partnerships. Now she is reversed. So in partnerships, it's a strong indication for those of you looking for love that, you know, you're really going to be more interested in the pursuit here through November. And she's very intellectual, that Queen of Swords energy is. So it's looking for that partnership that has that intellectual level that's going to satisfy you. For those of you that are already coupled, it is also speaking of that intellectual connection between you and a partner, whether it's a business partner or a partner in a personal sense. If you've been feeling that there's some manipulation going on to do with relationships or partnerships, then this is also a message for you to seek some counselling. That you need to talk to somebody about it, and you will be pursuing that. But otherwise, I do feel that there's a meeting of the minds happening here. Nine of Wands reversed in the area of other people's money, your joint finances, and when this presents in reverse, it speaks about a bit of lack of motivation. I mean, I feel that you know that you've got to deal with other people and you've got to sort things out because you need to get the books balanced type of thing. But you sort of, I'm feeling that you're like, oh, why did I do this? Now I've got to do all this stuff, you know, and there seems to be a lot of people that you've got to deal with. But never fear, you will get through that, and your energy levels might be a bit low, but you know, you'll slog along. Because you've got the Eight of Cups. You'll be ready to walk off into the sunset once you've sorted it all out. So there's a bit of work for you to do there, but the cups are all full. There's got lots of promise in them when the cups are all full like that, and they're beautiful and shiny too. So I feel that you will be shining quite bright, which is lovely. And there is a cleansing that's long overdue on an emotional level, because you're at your limit and you're ready to move forward, move on. You don't want to be held back or kept hostage. So you're making changes also to fill that void and letting go of anything that has been limiting you. And this is also to do with basically your intellect, how you use your mind, what you're seeking to learn, what knowledge you're going to be accessing. Okay, and it is for some of you overseas travel, foreign cultures, your spiritual beliefs, your philosophies, your goals. So you're heading in the right direction. You're taking time out from having to deal with lots of other people about issues. Queen of Cups is letting you know that, well, this is it's all coming real quick. So my mouth can't talk as quick as it's coming. So this is in the area of the zenith of the wheel, the career, your reputation, social status, and she is letting me know for you Librans that there's been some sort of sense of betrayal there, or feeling that you're not being treated right or looked after, and it's to do with career, social status. It's out in the outer world is this area representing. Well, from here on, from the 7th house on, that's all about people outside your inner world. You're finding more contentment and getting the balance right in your inner world. It's this outer world that is sort of nagging at you. So you're feeling there, because it's a water sign energy. It's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, and the feeling with it is one of heartbreak and betrayal. It may have something to do with the untruth, white lie. Something is going to be revealed that you believed was true and find out it's not. Now here with the Hierophant, this is wanting you to live by your own code. Okay, so you're making your own rules. You don't want to be bossed around or told what to do. This is in the area of groups, social groups, friendships, hopes and wishes, and your manifestation. So you really are focusing on being able to run your own race. Be independent of having to rely on other sources or other companies, or because the Hierophant is about hierarchy, really, and to me it usually is representing companies having to deal with some sort of issues there. And the Knight of Cups in the area of the subconscious. This is the area where we can self-sabotage. And when the Knight of Cups is reversed, it's a message of looking for love in all the wrong places. For those of you that are single. And in relationship, it could just be a similar message, but to do with you and your chosen one, and how you are actually not able to find that place where you can both have those intimate or deep moments together. So there's something that sort of you might go out somewhere, for example, and be happy to be together, but you get to your destination and then you're like, oh, I don't like it here. This isn't, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. That kind of energy also. So just beware of that. Yes. So now I will just have a look for you with the Zodiac Oracle of where the planets are for you in your wheel. And for Libra, we start off with Venus, because Venus is in Libra since the 28th of October and will stay there until the 15th of December. So a lovely time here for Librans, because Venus actually rules Libra too. So there's a high vibration frequency there for you to tap into. If you're feeling lethargic or slothful or indecisive, that's coming from the low vibration frequency. Okay, so to lift that frequency, Venus is and loves beauty, jewelry, refined arts. It's the planet of love. So that is high vibration frequency, and if you are in a situation where you can't really get out and enjoy art galleries or museums or fine art or refined living, you can still have and create a bit of that for yourself at home. Like we all have that good crystal glassware or just a really attractive cup or bowl or something that we don't use because we look at it as being they're good things, they're kept for good. Well, to help lift the vibration, get those things that you keep for good use, get them out and use them. That's using the high vibration frequency with the refined side of things. It's also a very artistic energy, the Venus energy. So that's another way for you to really tap in and lift that vibration. Whether you're viewing art or deciding to be more artistic and tap into your creative side. So it is going to enhance, by tapping into that high vibration frequency, it'll enhance your Venus energy. It wants you to beautify, and you'll find some joy in being able to do that. Now the new moon is in Scorpio on the 15th. So the Scorpio energy is one of intensity. So your emotions will be expressed intensely and passionately, and there is a need to aim for positive growth and change. Alright, otherwise things could become a bit more from the negative emotions and cause drama, because here in this area of your self-worth, how you earn your money, your day-to-day activities, your support group, you're balancing all of that because you've got that two of Pentacles there. So you're balancing and juggling all of these things. But there's a call here on the 15th to really check in emotionally with how you are really feeling about where you're at and how you're coping with managing all of that. Because it's all about how you cope with your partners, it's how you cope with your possessions, your emotions, your feelings, your financial security. Now here also in Scorpio is Mercury, and Mercury is retrograde, and up until the 11th of November Mercury will be moving back into Libra. Now this will have you speaking from a place of fairness between now and the 11th of November. Alright? Then it moves back into Scorpio, where superficial knowledge won't satisfy you. And you may also be worried about communication issues with people, with people connected to what you feel is your support. Relationships will be feeling quite intense, whether it's intense love or intense dislike. You still will be feeling those quite prominently. And then also the Sun is in Scorpio as well until the 21st of November, when it moves over into to Sagittarius and your area of communication, where you'll have vitality and goals and aims and, you know, a little bit of impatience going on there. So that may be an energy that you feel with others when communicating after the 21st, and it probably will be a good time to get any of those communications clear from the 21st of November too. But until then, the Sun is in here with the Moon and Mercury. So there's some powerful energies here being highlighting this area of your possessions, your emotions, your financial security, building up your self-esteem, okay, and getting that balance right for you, Libra. Here in the 4th house we have Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto. This trio has been in your 4th house in the area of your home, land, property, family, heritage, lineage, the past. Yeah, it's been there all year. So now, last month they went direct, so they are still in direct motion, which is really good news. And we have what's known as a millionaire's conjunction of Jupiter and Pluto. And that is happening on the 12th, 13th, around that time, 12th, 13th of November. Okay, so it's also letting you know when you've got this conjunction that there's always a way financially, as long as you're not taking any risks. So double check, do your research. You've got a lot of deep digging energy being brought to the surface and highlighted there for you. So if you need to do any research, you will certainly be able to get to the bottom of things. And now it is a stellium, and it's also known, the Jupiter-Pluto is also believed to be what was the Star of Bethlehem. So it's interesting to know, though, that little bit of information, and again around the 12th, 13th. So see what is taking place for you at that time, to do with home, family, past ancestors even, maybe coming through, and you may for some reason be picking up some messages from someone, because our ancestry is really prominent here this year, and right through next year actually. Learning from the ancestors, bringing some of that ancient knowledge into the modern times, and incorporating it into our modern lives. And yeah, so I really do like the signs of this around the 12th and 13th. Now Saturn and Jupiter will be moving out of Capricorn in the next month or so, and that will be very nice. We'll all feel a bit of relief from that hard taskmaster and that sort of like that oppressive energy will be lifted a bit, because we'll be moving into an air sign, which will be lovely for you Librans, because you're an air sign, so there will be a nice flowing energy happening for you with that throughout 2021. And Pluto, of course, is here as a part of this trio, and the Pluto energy is about issues of power, and it gets right down into the soul of the matter, okay? And it is connected with life and death, birth, sex, control issues, and personal freedom. Yeah? So that is all to do with home, family, land and property, and all property, and ancestors, the past lives as well. Whether the past life is something from this life, because as you go through life, when things happened 20, 30 years ago, you do feel like it was a past life. It's sort of like, did that really happen? Or, you know, am I just imagining it? So it could also bring things like that around, where you can take a look back and have a good old jolly laugh at yourself, really. And laughter is the best medicine, along with singing and dancing. Then you have Neptune here in the area of your work, your health and your body issues, and it can also have you being going in within, and it's here in the area of work, well-being and home, and happily you're feeling contentment in that area. So that's a good place to start for November. But Neptune in Pisces is finally going direct on the 29th of November. So if there has been any issues that have been confusing for you, or you've been trying to get some clarity about, from the 29th of November onwards is looking like a good time for that. Now, again, the low vibration frequency and the high vibration frequency of Neptune. So if you're feeling tired, difficulties in articulating your feelings, and bit on edge or distrustful, that's the low vibration frequency. How do you turn that frequency up? Well, you can heighten your senses by viewing and seeing the divine in all that there is, in the scenery and the tree and the birth of an animal, all that sort of stuff. That's all divine energy. And find that creative pursuit. That Venus likes to be creative and artistic, and the Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. So something which requires your imagination, that enables you to slow down and relax. Take time for meditation, prayer, or all the Neptune inspiring energies, artistic tasks. Alright, because as I said, there is that truth coming out about something. So, you know, you want to keep your vibrational frequency as high as possible. Whether it's someone that you thought a certain way about and you find out the truth behind why they're behaving in a way that you didn't understand, that was confusing you, or you know, double check all your activities or movements and make sure that you haven't left anything out of the loop that could come back and you know, be flung at your feet. Mars is in the 7th house, also going direct in November on the 14th of November. So there's a lot of forward movement in November that that really is making things go very rapidly. So you know, in a lot of ways 2020 has been a slow month where people have been able to, whether it's been desirable or not, people have been able to sit back and take some time out. So getting the momentum rolling again is going to have that like a bit of a whip behind it to, and I do feel that people won't be so keen to get back on that treadmill the way everybody was going at such a frantic pace, and the expectations of employers and the pressure that was on the workers around the world through most of the 20s. Especially, I noticed how fast it was getting and how hard it was getting from about 2017 to definitely the end of 2019. To such a point that I was wondering, how long can the world keep going like this? Well, by 2020 that question was answered, not that much longer, because it's too much on people. So this is showing that, you know, you're ready to get into action stations and you're ready to get things going again, and you're very eager, but it's also, because of being in retrograde for such a long time over the last few months, it's also giving you a perspective of keeping your system, your physical system, in good condition. Okay? And it's in the area of relationships. So this is, again, that area of the wheel that is shining a light here with Mars on your business partnerships as well as personal relationships. And then you have Uranus in your 8th house, which governs freedom, originality, and viewing life in a new light. The key words for Uranus are freedom, liberation, change, sudden events, shock. It brings with it an element of surprise into your life, so you get little surprises. And it's a futuristic planet. And to tap into Uranus energy, you know, sci-fi things are good to watch or read about. Space exploration, computers, high-tech gadgets, that's all Uranian energy. But it is in reverse. It is in retrograde. So it does rule electricity. So you could be seeing difficulties with electricity for one reason or another. Finding your computers or high-tech gadgets not working properly, the app doesn't work, or this doesn't work, or you've got some sort of issues to deal with. Those annoying niggly things will be presenting themselves, unfortunately, here through November and beyond. They need to really stop pumping us really with all these new things and just make what they've actually made work properly. Otherwise they're just ripping everybody off, really. So now the full moon on the 30th of November is in Gemini, and it is being joined by an eclipse in Gemini. So really illuminating that area where you're wanting to walk off into something better. You're not losing anything, your cups are all still full, you're holding on to your friendships, you're holding on to your goals and your aims, but you're moving into a quieter, contemplative space. So this is being highlighted here with the full moon in Gemini being and the eclipse, and the effects of an eclipse last from a month to 6 months. And there's also a fated quality here because the moon is in the same area as the North Node, the node is in Gemini. So there's a destiny serendipitous fated quality about higher education, long distance travel, and your emotional flexibilities and adaptability. It's a strong message of adaptability and being able to adapt. If you're coming from the higher vibration. If you're being affected by the lower vibration, then you are more inclined to be moody and restless. Okay? So if you are feeling that restlessness, try to adapt and try to be flexible and versatile. Gemini is the I think it message, and it rules the lungs and rules breasts. Okay? So now I'll just ask for your Archangel message for November for Librans. Okay, you got two. Angel of Balance and the Angel of Positivity. So bringing some balance. Well, that Venus energy in Libra is going to love balance. So you will love having things in balance. So the number 2 and the angel of positivity is number 25. So I'll read both of those for you. What your messages are with that. The angel of balance message is you are calm and balanced state of mind. You will make the right decisions for your future. Your affirmation you can use when you're trying to gain that balance is I am balanced and grounded. My angel of balance is with me to assist me in making the right decisions. Now, the angel of positivity, which is number 25, that message is your thoughts are coming into fruition. Only focus on positive outcomes. And your affirmation, when you're wanting to connect with the positive side of things, my angel of positivity is guiding me through my life's challenges. He reminds me to be positive, spiritual being who only sees life from a positive perspective. So that may not always be possible to only see life from a positive perspective, but it is very helpful in keeping you balanced to look for the positives out of any situation. So try as best you can, Libra, to look for the positives. That's where the truth is, in the positives. And just as there's always something negative, there is always something positive too. So I do feel that you're making some positive headway here in November. Things. Okay, so I'll just ask for your confirmation card from the Akashic Records. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. It'd be great to have you as part of our community. Okay, I'll take that. The Angel of Reflection, number 19. So, number 19 is a major arcana. So there it is confirming there's some important events taking place here for you this month, Libra. And what this message is about is the full moon. So a significant time for you is the full moon because it's shining over a quiet lake and a ship is gliding gently through the water. The glow of the ship's lantern reflects on the lake's surface along with the moonlight above. So it can be indicating a trip, particularly to do with water or over water, and it's also revealing to you, importantly, that you now have the direct line to your psychic gifts. And you may also be aware more of your emotions and more reflective about them. You recognize the differences between your intuitive voice, which is calm and assured, and your lower emotions are compulsions, which, interestingly enough, the voice that is urgent and fear-based. So let's just self-gain even greater clarity and control over your emotions now. This also would be a great time for you to take a class in meditation, psychic development, counselling, healing and other psychological and spiritual arts. If you have such an interest, your yin side is wide open and your receptivity is high. Trust your inner voice and you will be guided to greatness. So thank you so much for joining me, Libra. Sending you many blessings of peace and love. Namaste.